Greetings, adventurers. This is Cousin the Wormforge here, and today we're going to be covering a quick guide on how to take on the Apostle of Myrkul fight, which we have done on Honor Mode solo. We're just going to be covering his moveset and some of his abilities, and really how to be able to counter them so that this fight is so much less of a nuisance and a difficult challenge to deal with. When it comes to conditions, the Apostle has an aura called Myrkul's Presence that is going to bone chill you. It will prevent you from healing whatsoever while you are within about 15 feet of the Apostle of Myrkul. You're able to move out of that distance, especially if you have mobile. You can make an attack onto Myrkul, and then you don't have to worry about opportunity attacks. You can move outside of his aura, and then you can heal. But if you're right in front of him, you cannot heal. So keep that in mind. He does have legendary resistance. We're not going to worry about that since we're playing a martial. And then he also has some really powerful abilities. Primarily, Consume the Faithful is one of the most annoying things. Consume a Necromite's soul and gain the ability Cast Finger of Death. And if it is on Tactician or above, he will gain 8d8 hit points back. But with this ability, the Apostle has infinite sustain. If you are playing solo, you need to make sure that you have some sort of anti-heal, or you deal an insane amount of Nova and burst damage. Otherwise, he will be able to out-sustain you over the course of the fight. He's going to be able to constantly cast Finger of Death, and he's going to have constant healing, which is really, really annoying. Alright, so going over the attacks and abilities for the Apostle of Myrkul, the first one is called Call of the Damned. It does 3d10 necrotic damage and a very large AoE, and this is a strength save, so if you fail it, you're going to get pulled in and you will take necrotic damage. If you have the Boots of Striding or something else that's going to prevent you from being moved, you will basically auto pass the save here and you will take very little damage. His next ability is called Code Embrace. If you disarm him, he will have an unarmed attack that does 2d8 plus 7 plus 46 cold damage. Honestly, that still hits quite hard, so I would avoid disarming him. I would avoid being in melee in general. His Gaze of the Dead, which is going to be the legendary action we just talked about. This does 48 plus spellcasting mod necrotic damage, so 48 plus 7 necrotic damage, and also it will frighten you on a failed Constitution saving throw. Absolutely brutal. If you get frightened by this, like, you're basically screwed for the fight. So again, protection from evil and good is key. It is critical so that you don't get frightened. Now, for his main attack, he has the Scythe of Myrkul, which does 2d12 plus 7 slashing damage. But if it's his turn, he will be using the Reaper's Scythe attack, which is an AoE swing. It does 2d12 plus 7 plus 3d6 necrotic damage, and it will swing in a very large arc and knock back enemies on a failed strength save.